You are listening to Chapter 3, Lesson 3 of Form 3 Cameroon History. Cameroon General Education. Narrated by Wacheseh Academy. The effects of the First World War on Cameroon. Negative effects. Social. Thousands of Cameroonians lost their lives. Villages and homes were destroyed, especially around Douala, Yaoundé, etc., making people homeless and roaming as refugees. It led to the separation of families. Education was disrupted and some schools suffered destruction. It disrupted the German health campaign, such as against sleeping sickness, yellow fever, leprosy, as well as other medical and sanitary activities ceased abruptly. Political. It led to the defeat of the Germans and the partition of Cameroon between Britain and France, which separated tribes, ethnic groups, farmlands, etc. It hindered trade and movement of. It made some tribes to be placed under new European rule where they did not like, such as Bamum and Douala under the French, leading to the uprising. It led to the loss of Cameroonian territory to French Equatorial Africa. It made part of Cameroon to be administered as part of Nigeria, thus subjecting the people of British Cameroons to be discriminated against and molested by Nigerians. It created chieftainship problems in areas where the Germans had imposed rulers. It created future minority problems in Cameroon because, after the defeat of the Germans, the French took 4/5 of the eastern part of German Cameroon while the British took 1/5. It led to the introduction of English and French culture new to the people, which created problems of readjustment. It created nostalgic feelings of the good old days of the Germans, especially when development slowed down. Economic. It disrupted plantation work, causing high unemployment and a drop in native earnings. It disrupted trade between the natives and the Germans, bringing misery to traders. It led to the destruction of bridges, roads, etc., which slowed down the movement of goods and people. It disrupted postal services, telephone lines, etc., which made communication difficult. It led to the destruction of farmlands, which brought farming. Positive effects of the war. Cameroonians were liberated from the harsh German rule. Deposed and exiled chiefs returned. Cameroon became a mandated territory under the League of Nations. The war brought Cameroonians close to Europeans, and that destroyed the myth of white superiority. The war created jobs for some Cameroonians.